I live in Passaic, New Jersey. I've been here for a little over 10 years. I live here with my son, who is almost 5 next month in February. And my son is disabled. He does have developmental impairments, and I also am disabled. It started when he was around 6 months, and I noticed that he was having problems with the milk. And then when he was introduced to solid foods, he didn't want to eat solid foods. And then when he was 18 months, he couldn't walk or crawl. And that's when I knew something was wrong. So when I took him to the doctor at 6 months, I was told to take him to the neurologist, where I found out that his head was small for his age. And then he was taken to a neurosurgeon, and they did some tests, and he had a little bit of fluid in his head. He doesn't actually have a diagnosis as far as autism or anything like that, but he is considered developmentally delayed, and the reports came back saying that he had a lot of gross motor skills problems, and because he couldn't walk and he couldn't crawl at a certain age, I knew that he had a problem. And then his speech, a lot of the other children were talking and running and walking, and he wasn't able to do those things. So at that time, I said to myself, I think, something is not right here. He gets all of the therapy services. He is pulled out of his classroom 6 times a week, which is a little hard for him, because when he leaves the classroom, then he has to come back and get started again with the other kids. And, it hurts me sometimes, because I think sometimes he may feel like, why am I getting pulled out of class so many times and the other kids stay in? So it was my first time dealing with legal services or any type of lawyer, with some kind of disability. So I didn't really know what to do, but the lawyer was very helpful, and he made sure that I kept all of my son's appointments. He made sure that I got reports. I sent him the reports, and he would ask me questions and make sure that I would ask the doctors the questions so I could get the answers that I needed. If I left a message, he would call me back right away. He would answer any questions I had. He would stay on the phone with me for a long time. And even with my own personal problems, he would, make sure that I was okay, or I could go to wherever I needed to go and go get some more help. I feel more comfortable that he's going to get the help that he needs, as to if he wasn't disabled, didn't have some kind of diagnosis or something on paper, I think I would have a harder time